Don't you wanna get away from the same old part you gotta play? Cause I got what you need, so come with me and take the ride. It'll be the... Oh, hello and welcome to the Ales and Fails stream, folks. I'm your host, Aelwolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution, the no-throne Cicerone. And welcome back to Friday, folks. Merry Friday, one and all. Thank you so much for being here today. We are starting just a bit early today, and that is because unfortunately we are ending just a bit early today because of this and that and the other. Of course, before we do any of that, before we get to brass tacks, we do have to call out a couple of stars that are on our chat today already. Kitty, thank you so much for being here today. Very much appreciate you, and certainly very happy that I can provide some relief to your workday. I know that you do a lot, can be stressful, especially if none of your teammates appear to be in today, and yet you're still fighting the good fight. Thank you so much for being here and joining us so frequently. The Kitty Toe Beans, of course, legendary community member. Certainly somebody that we favor around here. Fellow Fruity member, of course. Loves the Xenoblade series. Maybe Xenogears, maybe Xenosaga. And just an all-around darling person to chat with. Once again, thank you so much for being here. Kindly give him a follow. And you were last playing WarioWare Get It Together, and I believe that was your slot as part of the Fruities raid train. Correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe you've been playing that still. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. You know what? I don't know if you recognize that line. It's actually from not that line. Those lyrics, they're actually from The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron. And those specific lines just happen to be stuck in my head simply because I was listening to it while I was showering. Because of course, when I shower, I have to listen to musicals. That is what I do. Yeah, that's from my raid train stream. Yeah. So that was a good time. Thank you very much for putting such a lively stream up. That was definitely, at the very least, I confess I have not been at every single stop of the raid train, but that was certainly one of the funnest ones by far. So thank you so much for putting that together. Let's see. And of course, we also had Moonglow System come in just a bit earlier, a slightly newer member of the community, and unfortunately, my shoutouts are not working, or they expired. But let me see if I can do this manually. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Shout out Moonglow System. That's actually a very clever name. Very clever name. I like it. So, well, a shout out was given, but it doesn't actually tell us what you were playing. Feel free to let us know what you were playing. Again, fresh community member, and they've been just very nice to us during the time that they've been here. It is, of course, Friday, and Friday we play modern games mostly. Today we are playing Baldur's Gate 3, which, as some of you might recall, we completely bombed during the last playthrough of this game. It was terrible. People were sad. Torches were lit, and party wipe central. We are trying not to repeat that today. Here's hoping that maybe we can correct the wrongs. Maybe we can mend our wounds, and maybe we can actually push forward in the darkness of the Underdark. Before we get into all that, of course, we do have our furry friend, and you can definitely check out his butt over there. I am not going to name his name, because if I do, we will lose that shot. And if we lose that shot, well, what's the point of doing this stream, right? People are here for the corgi butt. I can't imagine why anybody else would be here. But yeah, once again, thank you very much for being here. Today we are going to have one drink. Just one drink. Just once, one good drink. One stiff drink. Actually pretty light. And let's turn over to the ales cam over here. and it is Peter's Brand's Classics. Peter, there's a few, one too many S's there. It's a Dutch style Pilsner, and it is an imported lager. I don't know if this angle is really doing it justice. Let's try to turn it this way. That's a bit better. So yeah, you can see the lions, a very classic, like Bavarian Germany style logo, because that's what they're trying to accentuate. The whites, the royal whites with the royal golds and royal oranges. Yeah, this is actually a beer that I've never had before. Up until this last weekend, I was actually doing some barbecue grilling, and I was like, well, I gotta find myself some light, pale beers, because I feel like if I'm out there in the hot sun, I kind of just need something light and golden to temper my taste buds. And this came up. It's actually, I actually caught it from what is it called? Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's of all places. Must preserve the corgi bot shot. Yeah, let's just keep it there. This will be the rest of the stream. Let's just have that right there. Yeah, he's definitely a bit tired. He was on a very long walk this morning, so you know what, he deserves the rest. But yeah, where was I? What exactly is a Pilsner? You might be asking yourself. Like, I've heard that on TV. What is a Pilsner ales? Please, I am dying for you to tell me. A Pilsner, also known as a Pils, is a type of pale lager. Now, what exactly is a lager? There's two types of beers. There's ales, there's lagers. They're enemies. No, they're not enemies. Sometimes they coexist. The difference between ales and lagers is that while ales are top fermenting, meaning that the yeast rises to the top, lagers are actually bottom fermenters, which means is that the yeast fall to the bottom of the fermentation tank. They also happen to do so at a slightly cooler temperature, whereas an ale can ferment in like a cold basement. A lager specifically requires like refrigeration temperature. So anyways, they're bottom fermenting. Because of this, a lot of what the yeast produces stays at the bottom of the tank, and so it's expelled out, and what you end up getting is a very crisp, light, approachable, flavorful type of beer. Whereas ales they tout their complexity like an iron fist. Lagers are definitely more about the specific flavor notes, a little less complex, very much more consistent, but yeah, once again, very approachable. I love them both. Now, Pilsner specifically get their name from the Bohemian city of Pilsen. It is a type of pale lager known for its light color, crisp and clean taste. Very hoppy character, steely hoppy character, I like to think, characterized by a straw-colored body, white and dense head, and a balanced flavor profile. So very consistent, very balanced, light grain and hops. Again, very light in terms of the. You definitely get some of the like that fresh bread flavor to it, but at the same time, it's not like something strongly tasting of malts like a stout or something like that. I want to say again, hop forward, you have those classic hop-like flavors, and then just that crackling bread flavor. If you've ever walked in the morning into a bread store, ask the cashier, hey, can I go back there? And then walked up to the headmaster baker and said, hey, can I get one of those breads? They'll give you a French bread, they'll crack it on your nose, and then you'll get like, oh, hey, this smells just like a Pilsner. That'll happen. But yeah, that's enough about me yapping about this nonsense. Let's actually go ahead and see what Untapped has to say about this particular beer, because that's what we do when we talk too much. We just let websites do the talking for us, I guess. So 5% alcohol by volume, pretty crunchable, a Dutch style Pilsner. Nothing much more to say. Untapped, you are losing me. You are absolutely losing me. Okay, let's go ahead and actually taste this. Today we've got a nice what do you even call this? A tulip glass? Yeah, this is a tulip glass, and as you can see, it is generally made to highlight the aroma. I want to say very iconic from the Belgian tradition. Go ahead and actually open this thing up. Finally. It's like, Ales, please stop talking and just do the thing. That's a relatively good pour, I want to say. I gotta practice my pouring while on camera. Yeah, there's gotta be like a certain level of panache to doing it, right? There's gotta be a better way. But as you can see, completely clear, very light bodied. You can definitely see through this one. Very crisp bubbles at the top. Turn off the Yale cam. And yeah, in terms of a nose, you definitely have some of that light bready nose, the bakery flavor notes that I was talking to you just about. And yeah, kind of just light and refreshing. Faminale, dear viewer, thank you so much for being here. So good flavor notes. Again, you're looking for that almost like a French bread, pale malt flavor to it. Relatively dry. You do have some hop forward notes, but it's nothing as strong as like the piney resin that you get from American pale ales. Very light in terms of body composition. The lightest, a 1 out of 5 in terms of body composition. The hoppiness does not necessarily linger too much. This is a very quenchable beer, very approachable, very refreshing. If you look for it, you might encounter a tinge of lime. But I challenge you, viewer, don't look for it. You don't need it. It's better for it to be bready. But yeah, that is what we will be drinking for the rest of today's session. Let's go ahead and rate this. I want to say in terms of Pilsners, this one is fine. It's nothing to write home about necessarily. It's exactly what you want if you want a Pilsner. And cheers, we've got it. Now get out of here. Last thing I have to say, I guess I have two things to say. Number one, we are still in the process of raising funds for the It Gets Better project. Of course, the It Gets Better project is a non-profit organization with a mission to uplift, empower, and connect lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer youth around the globe. And we're doing this for Pride Month. Of course, this is what we started doing during our Fruities Pride Parade raid train slot, and I figure that we'll probably finish by the end of this week. Yeah, so feel free to donate. I'll go ahead and post that link in the chat. We've also got a question of the night as well. Question of the night: what color do you wear the most? So let me go ahead and pin that one right there. And there it goes. And there it goes. And off it goes. Here we go. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this up. I'm actually trying to see if that pinned message looks okay. Give me just a second. Checking out my monitoring. Yeah, it does show up okay. So I guess it's fine. It's fine. But with that, let's go and play some Baldur's Gate 3. So we are playing on the PlayStation 5. There's our sound. And something just fell, because of course, why not? Let's go ahead and load our game. And as you might recall, the last time I played this, I wiped. Since then, I was doing a bit of housekeeping in terms of like my inventory items and things of that sort. Let me lean back a bit here. Okay, maybe that's a bit better. You let me know if that is a bit better. Yeah, so I guess I didn't really say it at the top, but I do apologize for having failed to stream Banjo Tooie last night. I meant to do so, but then based on everything that I had to do this morning, I just thought it's not worth it. I'm gonna feel so tired this morning, and maybe it was better for me not to do so. So I decided not to, and I kind of still regret it simply because I haven't played that game for a few weeks, and I'm a little. It just frustrates me sometimes when I don't make progress on a campaign. Like, I know that I'm very slow in terms of the progress that I make for campaigns in general, but I do like to, at the very least, put in a few hours every week, you know? You know? No need for all of these books. Scribbled notes. You know, I'm sure that at some point one of these books is gonna give us something incredibly revealing, but I'm gonna not read it. I don't think we need any of this. Poisonous slime bomb. Okay. Yeah, so mostly books and this and that. Let me go ahead and put these in the I think I have a key pouch, right? Yes, keychain. I think the only ones that can go in here are these two last little items that I think I took from Asterion. There, more keys. More keys, Marquise. What is this? Holy water. Radiant damage, nice. Okay. So, in terms of things that I need to do differently in order for this opportunity to succeed, is one thing that I noticed during the last battle was that the scrying eye actually called for more support, and it made things relatively terrible, and maybe I'm going to change that. Maybe I'm going to change that. Oh, actually, one thing that I also noticed is that these two things, I was actually going to get rid of them, but I noticed that they probably go together. This one says, this crystal is freezing to the touch, no matter how long you hold it. Shallow grooves run along the bottom, as if it used to be attached to something. So it used to be attached to something. And then this one over here says, specks of frost cover the hole in the bottom of this chunky piece of iron where it was clearly screwed onto something. So I think that these two things belong together. I'm going to try to see if I can connect them. Combine items. This is like the first time that I've got two items that seem to connect. Where's the other piece? This one right here. Oh. There's a third piece to all this. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. I don't think that we're gonna find that third thing, unless it's clearly obvious. Never mind then. Let me give this to somebody else for now. I don't know, give it to Gale. For safekeeping, of course. Let me see if there's anything worthwhile getting from Volo.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Do you have anything to trade? Let's sort by value, maybe? Does value make sense? It is just a lot of junk. What about books and keys? Equipment, consumables, ingredients. I don't know. Maybe type is fine. Let's see, what does he have? So a lot of rotten stuff, which I probably gave to him myself. Lots of bedrolls for some reason, buckets. These are random things that I probably sold to him. What is this, sausage? Oh, intestines. I don't think we want those. Severed arms. I don't know what he would keep any of this stuff. But what do I know? Maybe it's actually really useful. Makeshift ladle. Okay. So no need for any of that, I want to say. Incense stick. And what is this? A silver knife. So nothing particular of particular note Volo seems to have. I'm going to say maybe I'll take those potions off his hand because those are always come in handy. How much will this run me for? 57. We'll just take it, I think. We'll just take it. Yeah, give me all the potions. Those are always good for like quick heals anyways. No need for scrolls. Okay, and then I want to make sure that all my party members are properly equipped, right? So
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
let's see, character sheet. Timaeus just has like a stock of a lot of first of all, he has poisons, which I really have no need for, but it does allow me to coat my weapon. Let me give some of these to the other people. Clean an additional spell slot. Until long rest, that's nice. Dark vision. So let me give this. Oh, drought poison. So maybe let me give one of these to Karlak. Or let me split the item. And then give this one to Karlak, since she's my other main fighter here. I don't know. Maybe give this one to Asterion, even though we're not really using him today. I'm also thinking of maybe just getting Asterion here. There's also that. Toxin. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I might coat my weapons with poison before going into that battle. Let's give all of these poisons to Asterion. He seems to be a very poisonous fellow. Poisonous. Oil of accuracy. Oil of diminution. No, I don't think I need that. Elixir of initiative. Okay, and a few bombs. Oh, and I did want to split up these little alchemist fires. So maybe split. Let's have 5 of them at a pop. And give 5 of each to each party member. Split. Okay, so give 5 to Karlak. Give 5 to Gale. And then give 5 to Shadowheart. For safekeeping. Let me see if everybody has enough healing potions and the sort. Well, Karlak has absolutely no healing potions. Let me go ahead and give her this. Gale has some potions, and so the Shadowheart, primary healer, so it makes sense for her to have the grand potions as well. Let's see, anything else that I want to accentuate here? And I think we're set mostly. Goblin's drawing. So let's see how this setup works out. Potion of speed. 3 turns. Maybe you give this one to Shadowheart for just in case there is a need for. Wait, did I give it to her? Yes, that she has it. So just in case there is a need for like her to have to do quick healing and things of that sort. Wizard's Bane oil. Okay, I think we're set. I think we're fine. Let me go ahead and save. All my love too long ago. Okay, so now let's go back. And really, one of the things that I wanted to do last time was, or rather, one of the things that I want to do now, instead of going into that fight, it's I want to destroy the Scrying Eye. But I want to do it away from Prying Eyes. That's kind of the idea. Destroy the Scrying Eye away from Prying Eyes. That's what we're trying to do here. And if I remembered where it is, I thought it was just following us. Is it? Where is that thing? No, it's not this person. Hey, wait, you gave me a shout out. It is not sweetness. I simply thought that you it would be nice to shout you out. I was going to say I may have asked a question. I don't know what you like to focus on stream, but I would love to know Moonglow system. Also, is Moonglow okay? Is Moon okay? Let me know if you have a preference. Once again, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so where is that wacky Scrying Eye? Ba 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 ba. Bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, bum. It's funny because this thing has been following me this entire time here in the Underdark, and the one time that I'm looking for it, it's nowhere to be found. It's probably like making the rounds or something like that. The Knights of the Round, of course. Cozy games and roguelites. Hey, that's not a bad combination. In fact, that's a swell combination. I want to say that I've got a very limited experience with roguelites, but one of my favorite games of all time is Hades, and that is absolutely a roguelite. I like Crypt of the Necrodancer as well. And I'm struggling to find a third one, but they are good. They're definitely not as intense as roguelikes. I know that there's like a very small distinction between those two genres. Yeah, I had to mute for a bit so Kiddo would eat and not be like, ooh, what's going on over here, and forget his food. Yeah, I get that. Kids can get distracted by a lot of things, especially if they're trying to, if you're trying to entice them to chow down on something that's not candy, of course. I just started playing Hades. Hey, wonderful! You're gonna have a great time. Here is our target. Hello, hello. Let's go away to some place where nobody is checking us out. Scrying Eye. Have I got some fun stuff for you? Let's go over here by these horses. They're not horses, they're rams. Rams. Okay, maybe all we have here are the folks that what do you call these? Nobody else can see us from here, I think, so we can probably go ahead and pop this thing in the head. Let's go with Karlak. She's got a stronger hit, I think. And see invisibility. Okay, let's see if we can do a action, talk, pickpocket, throw. Can we do like a super strong attack or something like that? Also, I go by Moon, Moony, Moon. It's kind of whatever fits. Okay, well, thank you for suggesting that. I think I'll go with Moon. It would be nifty to know where you got your username though. I thought Moonglow system, and I thought, well, that reminds me a lot of like Sailor Moon, like what, you know, she has like these phrases that are like moon crescent beam, or like so, you know, yeah. And now I'm speaking out of my level of expertise. But yeah, certainly, if you care to share, I would love to know. Save first, yeah. I will do that. I will do that. Thank you for being here. What's the worst that can happen, right? What is the worst that can happen? Save it up. Bam, 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 bam. All right. So we have officially saved. Let's go ahead and pop this thing like a balloon. Reckless attack. That's a 5x12. Thaumaturgy. Maybe let's do a Searing Smite. I don't know how much power this thing has. You know what? We're just gonna go with like a main hand attack and play it by ear. See what happens. Ooh, 95. It's only got 8. Come on. We can pop it in one shot.
Caught in the act of killing. A fight is unavoidable now.
What? Where was that person? You tell me. Where was that person? They're all the way downstairs. Come. Okay. Whatever, dude. Feel free to come up here. The problem is, of course, that they're gonna add up to us. So maybe let's find a strategic location and wait for them to come to us. I think that makes the most sense. We do have the high ground, so I'm at the very least content with that. Let's see if there's anybody else that can target us. Let's put Gale over here. Maybe he can take shots at them.
Rook to queen 6.
What are they gonna say? Oh, hey, why did you attack our thing over there? Let's magic missile these guys. Let's make like a tree and get out of here. Spell slot. Spell slot 1 is okay. 100%. 60. Jeez, these guys are tough. This one is 46, so not as bad. High defense. Temporarily hostile. Let's go for this person first. So I am a DID system, and a lot of my main fronters, like the moon or the moon, was a piece of hope growing up. So we decided Moonglow system. Okay, well, that is definitely more complex than I originally ascribed. Thank you very much for sharing. Very interesting. You know, I'm not the most familiar with DID systems. I almost misread that as D&D system, which would have been completely different. Okay, I apologize for that, but thank you very much for sharing. Okay, let's do this. What was that? Okay, yeah. So let's attack Morgul, the cleric of Ladugua. Oof, that is not really as much as I would want to hit. I was hoping for like 10 at the very least. What if we pitch one of these alchemist fires? Can't reach destination. That's fine. You know what? We're just going to hang back. If my cursor would just move a little bit faster, that would also be great. End turn.
This is gonna feel good.
Karlak is going to stay probably right here, out of range.
Count on me.
Just in case we get it like any additional rangers. Karlak's gonna hang out. Wow! What was that? They were able to lob something so high up in the air. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, by the way. It's ridiculous. Okay, at the very least we were able to save Shadowheart. And let's see what else we can do here. A minor action. We're already wasting our heals, folks. I thought that this was gonna be like a one and done thing. Potion of greater healing might be good, removes burning. So we might want to split up. Let's see. Yeah, but they have some crazy range, these people. They're like right underneath us too. How much would it take for them to actually climb all the way up? Oh, I see. See, I don't wanna race to them because the problem might be that they might pick up these folks, for instance. That I might pick up those folks. So I'm just a bit, how to say, reluctant to do so. Reluctant is good. And you know what? We might actually just leave it there for a quick minute. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, folks. I need to play ads very soon. So we're gonna go on break. We'll respond to this battle call. And we will be back with some more Baldur's Gate 3. And hello and welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Aelwolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, Beer Goggles 21, a dandy on stream, and we are playing Baldur's Gate 3, and we are enjoying a delicious Pilsner, Peter's brand, a Peter's brand classic. To your health. Refreshing. So, we are trying to, the objective was to destroy this scrying eye that was posing a problem in a fight we recently had. Unfortunately, what seems to have happened is this popping the scrying eye actually made other folks be upset with us. So we're going to try and get rid of those people first, and I am going to drink a potion because I am just a bit hurt. So let's do that. Let's do a potion of greater healing. And let me hide behind one of these pillars so that I don't get any more damage from them just chucking things at us.
Need to stay focused.
Shadowheart should definitely try and heal herself as well. Oh no, not again. Are you playing with your thing? Can you not right now? Okay, the problem of course is that Churro likes to play with this ball that dispenses treats, but it just sounds a lot when it rolls on the floor. Churro, can you please stop? Hey, can you chill, please? You're about to have lunch anyways. Let's see. You can reload if you don't want to do this fight. No, let me try and see if I can. I feel like every time I turn to the game, he starts playing with it. Hey, I'll give you something else. Come. Give me that thing. Look at this. Look at this mess. Ay. Okay, no more of this. And you can have some of this. Ugh. And of course, we have a giant bag of dog treats here. So here, have some of that. And hopefully, now we can focus on the task at hand. You know, viewers with a keen eye might have noticed that I rock the socks and sandals. It'll be our little secret. Yeah, but in terms of doing this fight, I'm fine to doing it. I just want to see how difficult it is. And you know what? If I totally whiff at it, that's fine too. It's fine. It's fine. There's always a chance that we'll whip on the whole thing. Ah, this blasted seat. Okay. Should I do a healing word on myself? Maybe. I don't know, maybe. Or maybe just drink one of these. Maybe I'll just do a heal on myself. Spell stack 3. Let's do a 2. 5 to 11. These are very not much, not very helpful, honestly. Let's go with a 2. Okay. Good times. And we're also going to just go ahead and move out of the way. We don't want to get hit once more.
Moving.
Eat the treats. He is it's funny because at any other time during the day I will leave that ball I would describe it, but every time I touch it my hand just fills up with slobber. It's like this ball that I fill up with treats, and it has like 3-4 treats inside, and the goal is for him to like roll it around until the treats fall out, and he ignores it 90% of the day. But if I leave it around here and I'm playing the game and I'm streaming, he will just start picking at it. I don't know if he's like been classically conditioned to do that for some reason. It's wild. It's wild. He knows better. He knows better. Okay, we're gonna end our turn with Shadowheart. Jeez, Guiding Bolt. Okay, at least we have Counterspell. Ooh, that was nice. Countered it. Karlach. So Karlach... Oh wait, it's Gale again. Can we do some more... let's do some more magic missiles, and we're gonna hit them with the highest quality magic missiles. Yeah, that's right. Actually, let's do level 2s to this person. 8 to 20. No, wait, sorry, this person. Yeah, this could put them out of the battle. We'll see how it goes. But see, he needs to be the center of attention, and the obvious, it's not on him when you are streaming. Yeah, I think that might be part of it. He kind of knows that I'm talking, but he knows that I'm not talking to him, so he just gets that, I guess. He is smarter than he looks, that boy. Okay, you are going. I am dusting you, Buster. What? What? I thought it said like 8 to 20. That was like 4 to 5. That is rough. I don't like it. I don't like it. And we are going to back off from this side. We're gonna hide back over here, just in case.
Bye forever, pal.
And Karlach is gonna join these people, just in case there is a battle to be had, a more physical battle.
Aye, aye.
It might not be very smart to go down this route, but we're gonna try and stay as apart as possible. Okay, we're gonna end turn right there. They're dashing too. They're coming. They're coming. Look at that. Look at that boy. Arrest them! Right now, RNG is mad. Oh, yeah, it absolutely is. I needed more points in that magic missile, and they denied me. Let's see if we can actually give Shadowheart some points back ourselves. Healing. We do have a lay on hands. I don't know if it would be good to use it on her right now, but we do love our friend Shadowheart, so I think it'll be a nice gesture. Okay, that puts her at a slightly better position. Let's go ahead and keep moving to the fight.
Have to keep going.
And in terms of a minor action, I don't think we really need to do anything. We do have the Misty Step. I think we're fine. So let's go ahead and end it here for Tamias. And Shadowheart. I wonder if she can help in this ranged battle against Morgal. Making me want to pick up my save again. Hey, you know, it's always Baldur's Gate time o'clock. That's what I say. I might have her deploy the spiritual weapon. We do love Darth Maul. We could use a level 3, which makes it more powerful. No, actually, it has no bearing in terms of the strength of the Maul. Right there. There it goes. And now Shadowheart is going to join these folks, just in case they need healing. I'm wondering if... Remove curse. None of this sort of thing really is necessary. I'm going to give Tamaya some guidance. Can you move, please? Oh, I have to touch him. Okay, I get it. That's fine. Requires concentration. It might take away our weapon, so never mind. Never mind on that. One thing that I've never been successfully able to do is do the Spirit Guardians. Maybe I'll get to do that in this particular journey. Let's drink a potion. Oh no, we can't drink a potion. Never mind. We can dash though. We can dash.
Heading there.
Okay, so have her be as close to as possible, just for the next turn, and end it there. Please. Ooh, counterspell. Beautiful. Ah, they healed themselves, you stinky stinker. Okay, so Gale is going back on the attack with some magic missiles.
Shall be done.
And we are not pulling any stops here. Where are you? Where are you, you crazy person? 4. Wow, they definitely have chunky defense here. That's crazy. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna leave Gale there. Maybe he should drink a potion too, actually. And he doesn't have enough movement, so we're gonna end it right there.
Alright, Karlak, it's go time.
Let's go. Hopefully we don't agitate these folks over here. I get the feeling that we might agitate them. They're yellows right now. So maybe as long as we don't attack them, we're okay? Maybe? This is a very, What if I just jump down? Can I just jump down? I've got to jump 4 HP and prone. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. Ugh. Yeah, I could do it. Hey, who is this person just randomly wandering around? Dana? Path is interrupted. No matter how you slice it, I would be prone. Maybe let's go over here and just do it. This is our best chance of not agitating anyone else. Ooh, okay. She survived. And now, I don't think we can move anywhere, unfortunately. Or can we? Oh, wow, okay. We actually got pretty far. Rush attack. 70%. Let's try and do this. Ooh, critical hit. Lovely. Do we have any more actions here? Beautiful. I love the fact that Karlak just has extra attacks all the time. She is definitely a pinch hitter. Ooh, missed on that menacing attack. Okay, so Tamias, before Tamias goes, I want Shadowheart to give me the blessing. So what we're gonna do is we're going to... How do I do this where I go to the next person? I think it's... Yeah, I just hit this.
What should I do?
No, I don't want to... Okay, whatever. We'll have Spiritual Weapon go first. Ooh, missed. Wow, okay. We end turn with Spiritual Weapon. Shadowheart. Okay, so we're gonna have you give Tamias guidance for 10 turns. Okay. And then we are going to go to Tamias. He is going to jump down as well. It doesn't seem like, at the very least, the people that are running around are causing any trouble, so that's good. But again, I don't want to risk it. apologies for that. Okay, so let's meet this person. And let's commence battle. Absolute power. Ooh, I love this. Let's absolute power him. Ooh, nice. But he saved on being thrown. What a chump. Champ or a chump? A champ or a chump, right? Okay, so we're gonna end Tamias' turn.
My faith will protect me.
And what we're gonna do right now is something very clever. We're gonna have Shadowheart do some healing from all the way up here. Specifically on Tamias, I think, would make the most sense. Mass healing word. Healing word would be good. We have a lot of ones, so I think we should be okay.
Need everyone alive and fighting.
Beautiful. And we love it when it works out that way, right? Okay, and now we're just simply going to have Shadowheart just hang out. I think she's good for now. What? What? How dare you? Ah, so bad. We are going to take our rage out on this person. Legacy of Avernus. You're dusted, Buster. They are gone. Let's move to that other chump. And be as quick as possible here. Assist the weapon. Not enough movement. We end it there.
Blood comes easy these days.
You don't say.
Time to press ahead.
Okay, and now we're gonna dash. Dash Rendar. We should be able to compel duel, I think. Bonus action plus level 1. Yep. Let's do that. 35%. It's not very high, but it's worse than a coin toss. But we'll take it. Ah, it refused us. It refused us. I think it refused us, right? Temporary, hostile, and threatened. Never mind. Okay, so we ended there for Tamias. Spiritual weapon. Knock some sense into this person, please. Wow. That is wild. Wild on E, I say.
Can't give up.
Okay, let's go save Gale. Because he's seen better days. Can we dash? Can we dash? We need to fly. We need to fly. Oh, and we've only got a bonus action. Can I heal him? And that'll revive him, maybe? Down. Okay, he's up. Nice. Sometimes I forget whether or not making somebody the target of a healing spell as soon as they're down will save them or not. Just because I've definitely made the mistake of trying to heal somebody right after they disappear off the map. Like their 3 turns are gone, and yeah, it's silly. It's goofy. I think we're ending the air with Shadowheart.
Creator, destroyer.
I really want to just take this person out, and we're gonna. We can't even do the magic missiles, huh? That's fine. Can we throw like this alchemist fire? Probably not. Gale is gonna get out of the way. That's what he's gonna do.
With ease.
We enter in there. Oof. Okay. So now Gale can do something. Let's go over here and let's pop some magic missiles again. Honestly, it we've wasted so many slots doing this. Level 2 slot. Do we just have like a regular ranged attack? Firebolt. Yeah, let's do that. It might miss, but you know what? It's not absolutely critical.
Mine is the advantage.
Ooh, nice. A solid 10. That is it for Gale, I think. Unless we can use like a miner to move. No, unfortunately not. And turn.
It's hot in here.
Now let's pop this person. Reckless. Oof. Okay. Do we have any more? Can we do a pommel strike or something? Do it. Whew. Wolf's kiss. We did it. So let's go ahead and loot this character. Oh, a chainmail. Nice. And that's his heavy armor. It's not as good as our heavy armor. A light hammer and a shield. You know, this person didn't really have too much going on for them, and yet they were incredibly strong. Taking all that before like walkers come on by. Let's get the party together and let's take a short rest. Hey everyone, nothing happened. Okay, so party's back together. I'm thinking that what I want to do now that the scrying eye is destroyed is we're gonna take a short rest. Can we just do that here? Or short rest, right? Nice. So we restored a few things. In terms of like actions that we still have though, I want to make sure that we're not going disadvantaged. We do have back our absolute power. Okay, so I think we're set. Maybe one thing that I do want to do though is give some of my current scrolls to some of these folks. I always forget the fact that I basically have every single scroll. Maybe not the best of idea. Right here, like all of these. Scroll of Animal Friendship, Blink. Minor Elementals. Detect Thoughts. What's a good one? 3 illusory duplicates. Glyph warding. I don't know. Animal Friendship, definitely not necessary right now. See visibility. Shatter. Scroll of Speak with the Dead. Honestly, I just want something that makes me, this might be useful for me. Ray of Sickness. Possibly poisons the target. Maybe give this one to, Shadowheart. Scroll of Polymorph. Magic Weapon. False Life. Scroll of Fear. Give this one to Gale. Fly. Ice Storm. That sounds fun. I might keep that one myself. Scorching Ray. Give this one to Shadowheart as well. Blink. Maybe I'll give the Minor Elemental to Gale as well. Okay, so I think that's good. I think I want to get Gale's points back before we head into battle.
There's no time to waste.
The Shadowheart had any sort of spells that heals without wasting some of her stuff. Remove curse, cure wounds. concussive smash. It would be nice, you know, it would be nice. Prayer of healing. Channel divinity, that's a lot. Yeah, I can't wait for the day where Shadowheart just has like a basic heal that really doesn't cost anything. That'd be solid. For now, though, she will simply have Gale drink a potion.
Work my magic.
Okay, so he has some potions. Okay, so he's back to full. Let me give him some more. He certainly seems to need a lot of these. Split. And let's give 2 of these to Gale. Okay, I think we're as ready as we will ever be.
Still alive, so that's progress.
That is progress. Now, where is that place? I think it's down over here, right? Maybe.
Those pricks will get nowhere with just axes.
Yeah, right here.
That's the cult's doing. Donald's joined up too.
Why is my camera this way? Give me just a second here, folks. A bit of the real life is, of course, pushing me down. Okay, I think we're doing good. We are, of course, drinking some of Peter's Brand's classics, which is a delicious Dutch Pilsner. All my love to long ago. So we got rid of the scrying eye. Not to worry about that. One thing that I want to do is go ahead and coat my weapons as well. Let me see if I can do that. With basic poison. It lasts 10 turns. Can I do that now? Okay, I'm assuming that it is coated now. Yeah? Coated in basic 9 turns remaining. Okay. And I think Karlak also has this.
You better hope your little tricks didn't harm the true soul.
Okay, so both of their weapons are coated. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lay down the explosives. Lay them down, folks. Lay them down. I think it was... not this. Here, this thing. Actions. Place in world.
You pricks got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies.
Right there.
Get
Out
back.
of the way!
One spark and it'll blow.
Blast the thing to bits!
Okay, so we're gonna have Gale spark a fire. Did I save? By the way, did I save? I don't think I saved.
What are you waiting for?
Okay, so it's there. Gale, do your thing. That's not Gale.
Quite ready for you. Blast the thing to bits!
Yes, I heard you. Can you relax, please? There we go.
Can you hear me?
So we found the explosives and we blew up the door.
True soul, please, let me explain.
I'm not interested in excuses.
And that's when the true soul person shows up.
Finally. Worthless slaves. Your incompetence has been my ruin. Nick does not fail.
Okay, so let's go ahead and be paladin about this. Touch another innocent and I'll take your head, Nair.
You care for the weak, true soul. Most curious.
And let me drink some water here. Of course, even though this is a drinks-friendly stream, we highly advocate the consumption of water. Water, the element which brings life, not only does it help you stave off the deleterious effects of alcohol consumption, but helps you stay hydrated and regulate your metabolics. Okay, so let's continue to be... Ooh, I can act on the orders of the Absolute. So last time I chose option 5, which is what led to the battle. I don't think I really am here to lie necessarily. Let's go the goody two-shoes routes again. And you waste your time persecuting them. That is true weakness.
You dare speak to me without due reverence. That was your first and last mistake. Thrym, carve out his heart and serve it to the Rothe. If he indeed is a true soul, let the Absolute save him.
Jeez. Okay. So, I guess that we are still going down the paladin route here. Phone call? Who calls on the phone? Again, I don't really want to lie, at least not today. Your God, my oath. Let us see which prevails.
Dwergar, this true soul has betrayed us. Let his blood prove your devotion.
Commence battle. And yeah, this is where we were last time. There's just so many folks here. It's like 80 people taking turns. Mind mastery. That just takes away their turn, right? Ouch.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
What is this? Opportunity attack? Warcaster opportunity. Cast shocking grasp at a creature moving out of range. Yeah. Ooh, nice. He mind mastered Timaeus as well.
In my thrall.
You know, this is already not a great setup. I wonder if we specifically target Nair, would that make everyone else stop attacking? Is that a thing? Is that possible? We're gonna try that. I don't see us winning this battle by like taking every single person out. That doesn't make sense. So let's all focus on destroying Nair as quickly as possible. Flaming sphere. Summon a flaming sphere. That's kind of fun. I like doing that one. Not enough space. Let's put it right here, there, or everywhere. Right in front of him. Nice. Okay, so flaming sphere, and he's going to try and ram this guy. Oh wait, we're talking about Gale as well. Is there any spell that I can do to get me out of here? Not really. I can probably try and run, but they all provoke attacks of opportunity. So I might drink a potion, because we should drink a potion. And we are going to stay right there. I think maybe inaction is going to save us today. Hey Jenny, how are you doing today? Streaming royalty joining us today. Happy Friday to you. I hope you're well. Baldur's Gate 3 is going as well as you can imagine. I am surrounded by like 20 people, and I thought that I had a strategy. So last time I had this fight, I totally wiped. This time I basically changed one thing, and I assumed that everything would be different. But I don't think anything is different. Going good here. Hope yours is going nice as well. Yeah. It's going as well as it could be. Thank you so much for popping in. And of course, anybody watching right now, kindly give legendary community member Retro Jenny a follow, who, as you can imagine, focuses on retro games and just always has a very welcoming community and space. I certainly like to hang there. I feel like I lurk there more than I actually chat, which is my problem. But yeah, please don't make my mistake, and certainly please give her a follow. What were you playing last time? Like I said, I was lurking, but it was a sort of situation where I was lurking and I was trying to be productive at the same time. So I don't actually know. Lurking is always welcome. Jenny, even if you say that lurking is unwelcome, I'm still gonna lurk. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a rebel like that. But yeah, we're trying to get this guy off of our backs by bonking him in the head. That's the plan. We're still controlling Gale, so we're gonna end Gale's turn right there. If only there was a way to like fly away. Yes indeed. But yeah, here's hoping that your Friday is going okay, and here's hoping that maybe you've got some fun weekend plans ahead of you. I'm trying to think if there's like any particular important date coming up. June is of course Pride Month, but it is also the month of dads and grads, as they say. I will be attending one graduation in the next few days. Alright, yeah, I don't think there's anything more. Maybe I can just chuck an Alchemist Fire. What will that do? Provoke attack of opportunity. They all provoke attacks of opportunity. You know what? Gale is just staying put. I have decided. The council has decided. Karlach. What did she just... Oh, great. She is destroying my entire party. Wonderful. Ooh, hey, what just happened? I have no idea what's going on. There was some green people that came to help us, but then it seems like the battle is like on auto or something like that. It's crazy. Is she healed yet? He just became big. He's a big boy. Yeah, I'm not understanding why they're highlighted in green. Green parties or green units, I think, are supposed to be friendly, and yet they are not. Click heals. Tonight, gonna watch Jaws. It's the 50th anniversary of the movie's release. Wow, that was 50 years ago, huh? I remember watching Jaws when I was a kid. You know what? It doesn't even matter if whether or not I'm watching this, because they're all taking turns without me doing anything anyways. But I remember specifically watching Jaws. It was one of these, like, there was this specific movie block that came on at 9 o'clock at night, like Mondays through Fridays, on this specific channel. And I specifically remember it because my mom would often ask me to record movies off of the TV. And even if the movie wasn't child appropriate, I would still do my duty as a 6-7-year-old to record movies. And Jaws was one of those movies where I was just like, I don't like this. It was definitely scary. Probably these days, I feel like if I were to watch it right now, it would probably be suspenseful, or like, you know, it would be scary to see people get attacked, but I wouldn't have the same reaction, obviously. That would confuse me, yeah. That is weird. The green dudes are attacking. Yeah. Maybe I'm making assumptions here. Everyone in my party seems to be dead at this point, anyways. This might have to be a restart, as it stands right now. I don't think I can take on all these people all at once. It's quite ridiculous. Where is the person that we were looking for? I think they just ran off the field. No, this is a giant. That is Karlak. Oh, they are right here. So what we're gonna do once again is we're gonna try and focus on trying to punch this guy out, or like maybe knock him into the fire somehow. I don't think it's gonna work, but maybe it'll work. Not enough space. Yeah, it definitely more scary as a kid. Yeah, and I feel like as a kid, I remember there was a series of movies that were specifically water-related horror. So Jaws was one of them, but then there was also like Piranha, which was of course about piranhas. And then there was something else that I forget. It could have been like a space creature that was in the ocean or something like that. A lot of creature horror back in those days. These goggles are making me thirsty. Sorry. Sometimes I feel like the goggles just kind of dig into my temple when they're angled improperly. Let's try this. Okay. So we're gonna move over here, despite the fact that we're gonna get hit. Maybe let's do a healing radiance for everyone here. It should heal at least some of us, I think. Unfortunately, Shadowheart is out. Maybe if I move a little bit. Any movement that I do is gonna cost. It's gonna cost us. So might as well just do it. That didn't do anything for the rest of us. Let's go and get this person. I'm immobile, of course. Of course I'm immobile. Let's play this out. Okay, Karlak. She's also attacking my party member, so it doesn't matter. Ouch. The only viable person still alive is Timaeus. And he's holding up somehow. I don't get it, but he's holding up. I remember Piranha. And then I remember that Piranha 2, piranhas could actually fly out of the water. What just happened?
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. However, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, it is of vital importance that my death be remedied at your earliest convenience.
I think this is the first time I've seen this.
You may rest assured that I do not speak out of self-preservation alone. Many lives depend on my return to the living within the span of 2 days. I trust I've made myself clear.
How am I supposed to bring you back to life?
I have upon my deceased person a magical item that can accomplish my return. But such is the value and rarity that it is protected by a multi-layered security protocol. I will now explain the protocol. Step 1 is to retrieve from my person a pouch I wear over my heart.
Okay.
Next, you must unthread the purple seam that seals it in a counterclockwise fashion. Do not touch any other colored strand. Inside the pouch, you will find a folded letter and a tiny flute.
This is a
Unfold
very
the letter and note the markings in the top and
long
bottom corners.
set of
These
instructions
are the
to
notes
happen
you
in the
will
middle
need
of a
to play.
battle that we're probably gonna lose.
Starting from the bottom right, play the
To your
notes in
health.
correct order, clockwise this time. Upon completion of the tune, a magma method will appear, which will pose the following question. Iskcha Chisnaga. This is Ignan for what is my name? The answer is Kasi Trak Ash. Pronounce the name correctly, and the method will breathe on the letter. Stay clear, because the little scamp can melt metal. Words will now appear on the letter's surface, effectively turning
Oh
the
my
letter
God.
into a scroll of true resurrection. Use it to bring me back to life.
Bring me to... Okay, let me take a break here. So, I remember Deep Blue Sea, and stop me if you've heard this before, but the scene that obviously everyone remembers is Sam Jackson is giving this very, like, heartwarming, like, rally the troops kind of speech, and then all of a sudden he just gets eaten, right? That's the one, if I'm recalling correctly. Yeah, I do remember that one. It was a fun one. That one was good. I know that there were sequels to it, if I recall correctly. But yeah, that scene often comes to mind whenever I think about that one. Spectral voice dude looks cool. Yeah, like I said, this is the first time that he's ever had like an astral projection. He's died in battle before, but this has never happened. I'm going to say this is all ridiculously elaborate.
I think ingenious is the word you're looking for. Now, repeat my instructions back to me, please.
What? I got it. Seams, notes, names, the lot.
In that case, this will be an easy exercise. Step 1.
Oh, what happened to my... Okay. Let's see. I'm not going to go through the entire instructions. Forget it. I'm going to resurrect you now if that's all right with you.
Have it your way. I can only hope your memory stretches further than your patience. Best of luck with the protocol. May my cold, dead hands soon be refilled with the warmth of life so they can shake yours in gratitude.
This is so ridiculous. What is happening? Entering turn-based mode. What is happening? I am still not doing anything. I think I'm more frustrated with the fact that I can't take turns. Yeah, but I think this is a battle we can't win. Yeah, game is over. I went through that whole thing, and it's game over. You know what? Which is fine because we're probably due for a quick break here. Let's go ahead and do a quick break here. Oh no, yeah. Like I said, I failed this battle once before, but the deck is stacked. I am almost thinking that this is not a battle that I have to actually take on. Maybe this is more of a diplomacy type of thing. So I'm going to retry this. We're going to be a bit more diplomatic. But first, a quick bio break. So we will be back with more Baldur's Gate 3 after the break. welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Alewolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, Beer Goggles 21, the world's least interesting man. And we are here playing Baldur's Gate 3. We just wiped, folks. We wiped. We cried ourselves to sleep. We're going to try a different strategy. We're going to be a bit more charismatic, a little more diplomatic. We're going to use our words. Thank you for the welcome back, Retro Jenny. Thank you so much for being here. Let's load up that last save, and let's talk about it. Let's use our hearts this time. Jenny, I know that you focus on retro games, but I would really love to see you play this game. It would at the very least be an interesting exercise. Should you ever entertain it? And we have a big corgi butt on the camera right over yonder. Not this side. This side. That side. Okay, so let's. It'd be fun to try. There's a few newer games I want to attempt. Yeah. There's definitely I like to say that I'm retro focused in the sense that I will still play modern games, but I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that my heart is in retro games because of nostalgia, because of this and that. In terms of like things that are coming out that I really want to play, it's probably that Bonanza game that was just talked about in that Nintendo Direct. And then I definitely want to finish this game, and I want to finish Elden Ring. But beyond that kind of thing, I mean, there's a couple of other things in the back burner. I might have to look into my catalog. All right, so we're gonna blow up the. Where's the thing? Okay, Gale, do your thing. Corgis are the cutest. Yeah, you know, after you live with them for like 12 years, you're kind of just like, I know what these guys are about. You guys are cute, but you're not the cutest. You're not. Okay, so let's blow this up. Oh, calm down, would you? Would you calm down? Okay, so let's blow it up. Kaboom! Yeah, Bonanza does look like a lot of fun. I was very surprised by the fact that they are including Pauline into the gameplay. Which, this is me theory crafting, of course, but does this mean that Bonanza is actually taking place before the original Donkey Kong? Are we gonna have like a scene at the end where they like go back in time or something like that? Because of course this is the most important thing in the world. The timeline.
Does not fail.
So rather than take the paladin route, we're going to just ask him, try to find a way to convince him that we are on the same side, but to also stop from hurting the innocents. Stop! No more innocents will die today, Nair.
You care for the weak, true soul.
It'll be interesting. Or maybe they just never explain it, you know? Let's pretend that we're acting on behalf of the Absolute. I act on orders of the Absolute.
And so you say. And yet the Absolute demands that I cull them.
Okay, you got me.
Thrinn, carve out his heart and serve it to the Rothe. If he indeed is a true soul, let the Absolute save.
This guy is such a chump. Okay. Let's continue to pretend that we're acting on behalf of the Absolute. You wouldn't dare. I'm faithful to the Absolute.
You are a traitor.
Dwerga,
This true soul
Okay.
has betrayed
Nothing has
us.
changed. Nothing has changed.
Blood prove your devotion.
Okay, so we're gonna try this again.
Oh, in my thrall.
And like I said, the objective is still going to be... You know, actually... We're gonna do this a little bit differently. Let me go ahead and restart this. Load making. I don't think I'm winning that battle. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take out some pockets of enemies before I start this battle. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're gonna take them out before they gang up on us. That's the ticket. Now, well, I don't consider myself a clever fellow. But this is not the first time that I've done something like this, where it has actually worked. If they don't have Nair with them, I'm gonna just pick up my explosive. Can I just pick it up? So, actions, pick it up. There we go. And everybody goes back to their merry way. So, everyone here who is a Duergar is going to get destroyed by me, basically. But we're gonna pick a strategic location. We're gonna go for the Rangers first. Rangers! Let's see. Sounds like a solid plan. Jenny, you're too kind. This has very little chance of success. I think the only difference here is that I will not have Nair, the wizard, against me. That might be the only difference here. It might be a bit savage, though. Let's see if I can go upstairs and get the Rangers first. Yeah, but in terms of like this weekend, tomorrow, I am looking forward to... Well, I'm looking forward to one thing and then not looking forward to another thing. I'll be going to the dentist, which I don't care for. And it's not because I have any particular procedure being done to me. It's I will be getting a regular teeth cleaning. But the problem is that my lower incisives are just incredibly sensitive. They, like, even if my dentist just has to do a simple cleaning, they hurt like heck. It's bad. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I feel like the first 3 days after a dental visit, I just feel like anything cold that I drink, my teeth hurt, and it's bad. So I'll have to deal with that, so it goes. But then the thing that I'm looking forward to doing is I'll be getting a haircut. And I haven't gotten a haircut in the past 2.5 months, which is at least a month over. I'm way overdue, and the only reason why I've held out this long is because my haircutting person, my haircutting artist, salonist, barber is good. Let's go with barber. My barber's been on vacation, and I've wanted to like go ahead and like find a different person to cut my hair. But at the same time, I kind of felt like it was like a betrayal, and I kind of just got into my head of that feeling of like, oh hey, maybe if they don't see you, if they see you with like a shorter haircut, maybe they'll assume that you went with somebody else, and that'll somehow affect customer barber. You know what? Maybe I'm thinking too much about this. So let's get rid of this punk, Drar. Novice of the Absolute. Anybody who is a novice of the Absolute, we're taking you out, buddy. They're on the high ground anyways. Dentist is always the worst, even if it's just a cleaning. Yeah, it's not my favorite. My SO definitely doesn't have that problem, but I definitely just squirm every time I get my teeth cleaned. Enjoy the haircut. It always feels so good when it's cut. Yeah, I like it because it makes my head less round. Like I like it. I like it so that my hair is tall, and so it's almost like a rectangle. But then as my hair starts fleshing out, it just like grows to the side, like those creatures from what's it called? Katamari Damacy, basically. Okay, yeah, let's take this person out. Take them out.
Well, well, well.
I kind of feel like maybe we should bring in a Asterion for this one, actually. You know what? We'll try as we are right now. Maybe behind them. Will that make a difference here? Reckless attack. Ooh, 94.
You attacked someone. Only the guards are allowed to do that, as this one is about to demonstrate.
Offer a bribe. Attack. Oh gosh, everybody's also hostile immediately. But you know what? We're at a vantage point, so that's okay. What are they gonna do from all the way over there? What are they gonna do? Chumps. Yeah, and you know, the main reason why I'm trying to get a haircut, not only because I'm overdue, but it's also just the fact that I'll be traveling next Wednesday. Next Thursday, actually, I'll be traveling. Beacon of Hope. Spirit Guardians. 3 to 24 damage. That might actually be good for later. Let's go ahead and bless everyone. God bless us, everyone. Remove curse. Guidance. And it lasts for 10 turns. So let's do that. 1. Wait, so what does this do? I'm kind of just like about to cast it. I'm like, yes, let's do it. Also, what does it do? 1d4 to attack rolls. Let's go ahead and bless myself and bless Timaeus. How about that? But first Timaeus, since he's next. Can I not target him? 100%. That's weird. It's not targeting properly. There, Timaeus. Oh, wait a second. I can target multiple people. Imagine that. Beautiful. Okay, so all of them have a thing. Shadowheart is going to be here, and she's going to start taking shots at anybody who comes by.
Have to keep going.
Okay. And a minor action. I don't know. Maybe we're fine as is. We could summon a spiritual weapon, but I believe that also takes concentration, right? Maybe. Let's call on Darth Maul. Doesn't seem... Oh, it does take a level 2 spell slot. You know what? Not until we need it. Oh, somebody else just popped into the field. Can I summon a minor elemental? Is that allowed? You know what? We're gonna leave it right there. Okay, so we're gonna wait for everyone else to come up here. This might be a good vantage point. Wow. This person is already here? Seriously? Somebody just became invisible. Karlach. is going to try to shove this person off. Can I do a throw? Shove. I think one of her attacks also does a shove, right? Piercing shot. Lacerate. Legacy, main hand attack, rush attack. Okay. Do this one. Thud. Oh, they were saved. Okay, fine. We're gonna take out this person though first. Look at that, reckless. Beautiful. And another one. They are almost out for the count. We're gonna stay right here. Click heals. Nice. Also, I guess there's a ladder right there. That's how they're coming up so quickly. Critical miss. Okay, so archers are coming. We've got to go ahead and take these people out. So, you know what? Gale is going to move in this direction, and he's going to start shooting some of the magic missiles that everybody loves. What should we do, level 1s? Who is this person? 44. Mirthus. Very little in terms of damage. Not quite enough for us, but that's fine. We'll have to deal with what we have. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Follows are, as they say, anonymous. So feel free to introduce yourself or forever hold your peace. Or maybe until next session. Maybe next session you're like, you know what, maybe it's worthwhile talking. I'm gonna drop a hello here. Whatever you choose, it is your choice. Okay, we're gonna just leave Gale right here. I don't think there's anything more for him to do. Cool.
Still breathing, despite everything.
So, I need to take care of this person. They are very obnoxious. My oath has been broken, I guess. One of the guards is down. What are they talking about? So, now Sergeant Thrin. Can we actually shove them off? Divine Smite. Well, shoving off is actually a minor. Let's do a Searing Smite. Or actually, could we do Dragon Breath? No, that takes a full action. Never mind. Absolute power. Look at that. And they might fall overboard, so let's do it. Ooh. They blew up. Look at that. Uh-huh. Beautiful. So we're gonna go over here. And what can I do there? I can use the ladder, but I don't want to use the ladder. I want to just shove it. You can't shove the ladder? That's wild. I can shove this guy, right? Can I do anything else? Divine Sense. Good drip weapon. Drip weapon. Let me go on this side. Wait, why would you... Oh! I cue the Charlie Brown scream. Ah! Why would you shove your own friend? Why wouldn't it, like, ask me to confirm that action? Ridiculous. Okay. I guess we're just gonna end it right there. What a waste. And another person. Nice. Oof. Ooh, they are upset. Protection. Okay, now it's Shadowheart's turn. Let's try and do a heal on a Karlach. We have 1, 2, or 3. Maybe let's do a 1. We should have definitely rested up before this. That's fine. Youch. Okay. So not great. At the same time, it could be worse. Let's do a firebolt or a sacred flame, actually. 35%. That's not too bad. Is there anything else that's more worthwhile here? Maybe we call forth the spirit guardians. I like that. We've never actually done this one. It will require concentration. And I think we're using concentration on something else, right? Yeah, we are using concentration on something else. That's fine. Let's go with Bless. We can't concentrate on 2 things, unfortunately. That's not how that works. Not how it works. How about this? Revivify, Beacon of Hope. Maybe let's toss. Actually, let's simply take our chances with a guiding firebolt. 55%. Nice, and a 10 damage. Let's go a little bit closer to here and stay out of harm's way. Maybe we're not really moving that much. Okay, and we end turn. Ooh, we should get out of that little window. Critical miss. 11. Honestly. Okay, we're gonna try and do another reckless attack, maybe. What was the one that I liked? Oh, I guess we don't have a rush attack anymore. We need a short rest for that one. Let's sing. Let's make it sing. And let's attack. Thud or... yeah, let's go after Thud. Not enough. Can we do a pommel strike at least? 80. Nice. And that is it for us. Jeez, they are throwing a bunch of junk upstairs. Okay, so my turn, and we are still fighting with Gale. Let's do some more lightning bolts. Maybe like a flaming sphere. That's fun. That's always fun. Beautiful. And we're gonna try and get this person. Nice, look at that. That is enough actions.
Victory is assured.
Who's up? Gale's still up. He has a minor action left. We're gonna take a quick potion. Okay. And we're going to stay right here. End turn.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Indeed. Maybe a fire breath. Get both of these chumps at the same time. But how can I heal after that? We do have a greater potion, so yeah, we do actually have the ability to heal. Fire breath. Nice. And let's go ahead and drink a potion. Beautiful. We end our turn right there. Mind mastery again? Oh, concentration broken. Nice. Protection. Ooh, I was shoved. Come on. Oh, I had such a good position too. Okay. So this is bad again. What can I do in order to potentially salvage the situation here? Maybe we call forth the Spirit Guardians. This is silly. Yeah, let's do that. Spirit Guardians, level 3. Yeah, I know, well, it'll break concentration, but you know what? I think it should be helpful, right? Where are these Spirit Guardians? Oh, I think I just have to move close.
Onward.
Nice. And let me do some heals. We have a level 2 or a level 3. Honestly, I think that Karlach needs a level 3. Nice. We in turn. Come on, Timaeus, wake up. Wake up. Okay, so it's Karlach's turn. She has the advantage. Attack rolls. That could be good. I also just feel like going into a frenzy. Let's do it. That's what we need right now. Nice. And I think that's the last of our attacks. Oh, come on, would you wake up? So bad. So bad. Flaming Sphere, your turn, your go. What if not enough room to shove them? Can I still attack? 20%. Nice. End turn.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Okay, so while this is happening, I actually have the chance to attack my these people over here. Maybe do a Witchy Bolt. A level 1 spell slot, huh? But I have regular spells too, like Ray of Frost. Frosty Rage. What is this? Sleep? Thunder Wave. Pushes away. It could potentially shove these people, right? Oh, but it's gonna potentially shove also my friends, so that's not a bad idea. Create water. Let's do the Frosty Ray. Oh, 91. Let's go with that one. Hello, Slonko. How are you doing today? Hello, Chrissy. How y'all doing? Thank you so much for popping in. Let's do a dehydrate. Certainly, why not? Today we're enjoying a conventional pilsner. Nothing particularly special today, but it is refreshing. Oh, and another dehydrate. Okay. Well, to you all's health. Thank you so much for being here. And the one, mellifluous, quenchable, definitely like freshly baked bread. And the second one. All my love too long ago. Thank you all so much for being here. And of course, we've got two amazing community members joining us today. Slonko Bomb, who is just a very fun streamer to hang out with. They were playing Donkey Kong Country earlier and raising funds for the Trevor project. So a very fun stream. Thank you so much for doing that, Slonko. Very wonderful time there. And we've also got Chrissy Cat here. Chrissy Cat, of course, a longtime friend. Mostly focuses on JRPGs and rhythm games. Last playing Rift of the Necrodancer. Sorry that I couldn't pop in. I've always wanted to play Rift of the Necrodancer. I played Crypt of the Necrodancer, of course, and for the life of me, I can't get past like the first boss. I'm just bad at these things. I don't know, maybe I need a coach or something like that. But thank you all so much for being here, very much appreciated. We are having a terrible time in Baldur's Gate 3. Let me catch up on chat over here. So yes, an absolutely super dehydrated. Thank you very much for the all according to Keikaku, of course, Chrissy. Let's see. Thank you for Friday night drinks. I'm gonna go get an espresso martini at the cocktail bar tonight with some creme brulee. You know what? You had me at creme brulee. I love that dessert. Anything that even resembles or tastes like creme brulee, I must have. So great choice. I hope you enjoy yourself. We love Trevor Project around these parts. Absolutely. We definitely need more awareness of what's happening out there and the fact that we are losing that phone line, that resource for, communities like the queer community that makes good use of it. So I thank everyone that champions this particular cause. Absolutely okay. Rift is so much fun. It's aesthetically beautiful and feels like Friday Night Funkin' and Rhythm Heaven. I do love Rhythm Heaven. I haven't played FN Funkin', but I'm sure it's along those lines. I'm looking forward to my one fancy drink a week. Hey, you know, if it's the one, then it's gotta be special, right?
And I know things.
Eric, know you? Loud, awesome emote. Wait, I must have missed that. I drink and I know things. You know, I wish that I was playing it smart today, but today I've just been making all the wrong decisions. So no matter how much I drink, unfortunately, it's not panning out. It's not panning out, folks. Let me pour out the last of this, actually. I will say, though, that we don't have long for the stream. So it's going to be a slightly shorter stream today. But once again, thank you all for being here. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and fire up this person who has been just cramping our style over here with a ray of frost.
One by one.
Beautiful. And they have been frosted up. Cupid makes awesome emotes. Yeah, he absolutely does. Thank you for stream. Yeah, you're most welcome. I should have maybe like 15 more minutes in me. Question of the night. A lot of black and purples. Those are solid choices. I definitely like the purples. I like to think of them as royal purples, and I believe there's some sort of historical significance to the color purple. Apparently, it was very difficult to obtain back in the day, and so I definitely respect most purple clothing. As for myself, I don't think I need to explain what my favorite color is. It's most of what you see here, and by that I just mean tan. No, pink, of course, pink. Pink is life. Okay, so what are we doing here? We still have a minor action left. Let's go ahead and drink a small potion. I'm gonna say we're not winning this fight. We're gonna try, but it is very unlikely. Okay, let's end Gale's turn right there.
Time to push my luck again.
Okay, Tamias, can you get back up there, because it's not good. It's not good. Wait, what was that? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the donation, Slonko. Very much appreciate you. That donation is for the It Gets Better project. It Gets Better, of course, is a non-profit organization with a mission to uplift, empower, and connect lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer youth around the globe. And they do so via storytelling, education, and building a global community. So thank you so much. I was raising funds as part of the Fruities effort, the Fruities stream team, of course. They had a Pride raid train going on this month, and it's actually ending today. It's actually ending in a couple of hours. So thank you very much for the donation. Super kind. You have also just entered a chance to win one of 3 bundles that I am raffling off. Power Up Pride bundles from Humble Bundle. So may luck be on your side. Okay, where was I? Yes, I want to get up the ladder. Let me use the ladder. Not enough movement. Okay. I guess we are gonna dash. We are dashing. Or we could do a Misty Step. Not enough space. Or yes, I can. No, yes. Right there. Beautiful, look at that. That was handsomely done. And now we are going to do an attack. I could lay on hands for myself though. Yeah, so maybe let's do that. Since we need to heal, and I feel like we're gonna get shoved off, so maybe we dash. Let's go behind these fellas.
Can't slow down.
How dare you. Let's finish the move. Okay. And we end it right there. I think this is a solid position to be at. And at the very least, we're back with the rest of the party. Thank you for Pride and Fruities ales. Yeah, absolutely. This is my first year doing this. And I was very honored that my team thought that I could contribute to the train, considering that I'm largely an ally. You know, sometimes I definitely feel a little bit the lesser in the community, but they are very welcoming, they're very open-minded, and so I was very happy to participate in the raid train. We're gonna do protection. And Warcaster. Shocking Grasp, that is awesome. Also, for what color I wear the most? Blue. True blue, as they say. I used to dye my hair blue, so I bought a bunch of blue clothes to match the aesthetic for a while. That might have been before I knew you then, because I feel like, you know, I've known you with your current hair coloration. I might have missed a step there, but I don't think I've ever seen you in blue. That's quite neat though. One of my best friends actually has blue hair, and I almost feel like it would look weird if she didn't have blue hair at this point. I've known her for several years now. Blue's my favorite color, and I like having lots of blue clothes. Yeah, and like I said, it's a solid color. Actually, for the longest time of my life, since I was a kid, blue used to be my favorite color, but it eventually evolved into reds, and then I was just like, you know what? I just like pink. I like pink. Okay, who are we again? Oh yeah, we are Shadowheart, and we're going to do some heals, cure wounds on Tamias, which absolutely helps out. Nice. And can we do anything for Karlach at this point? Doesn't seem like it, unfortunately. I do have an extra potion of speed here. I could use that. And now we have an extra action. So we're also gonna try and heal. That was actually a clutch call right there. Do I have more lay on hands? No, of course not. Of course not. I've changed my hair a few times. It was mostly a 2018-2023 kind of era, alternating with red. Solid colors, of course. Pink is a prime color. Absolutely. No doubt about that. Let's do a firebolt. Or maybe Sacred Flame might be good. We do also have Preserve Life. But it also takes a Channel Divinity. I don't know if I'm ready to give up a Channel Divinity just yet. So let's simply do Sacred Flame. 36%. 60%. That one's good. Nice. And we end turn. Gotta go get my dinner else, but thank you for great drinks and great vibes. Cheers. Cheers to you, Chrissy. Thank you once again so much for stopping by. I hope you have the most wonderful of nights. Okay, so now it's Karlach. And you know what? She has the advantage. So let's do it. Oof. Can we do another one? They are out for the count. I still have some movement. So we might want to get out of the line of fire here.
Close ranks.
And we saved on ice. Nice, nice. Ooh, the Spirit Guardians. How dare you? Ah, how dare you pick at me? These folks are just rude. Okay, flaming. What do I call you? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Where's my enemy here? You lost your target. What's wrong with you? Okay, I don't think we want to go that far away though. Let's go back to our friends, maybe. No, maybe it just sticks around here. Yeah, we're gonna just stick around here and not lose a line of sight because they're gonna start picking at it. We're gonna end turn.
Swords meet sorcery.
Okay, so Gale is gonna pick on this person right here. Let's do another frost. Or actually, maybe this time we do fire. Or maybe Ray of Sickness? Possibly poisons target. 85%, look at that. Nice. He has a minor action left. I think that he might drink another potion. Nice. And we're gonna stay right here, right by these stairs. We end turn.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Okay, now we take out this person. Let's do it right. Okay, do we have any minors perhaps? Ooh. Branding Smite not available. It's a level 2, huh? We do another regular attack. Nice. Can we just like shove them? Can we please shove them? Okay. It's a strength check, of course. Too heavy to shove, fine. And what's this stone guard doing? I don't know what any of these people are doing. They're kind of just hiding out or something. Some of them turned invisible, it seems. Ooh, critical miss. I like it. Another one coming up the stairs, of course. What are you gonna do? Oh, mind mastery. What just happened? One of our guards is dead. Huh. Okay, so as long as it's not me, it's fine. I have... Oh, actually, I'm Shadowheart, right? Yes. So let me cure Karlach. Turn undead, preserve life. Ooh, I guess I don't have my regular... Yeah, I don't have my regular healing actions here. Maybe we go with... throw, and we throw a potion, right? 36? Target is too close. Maybe I need to move then. No, but then I will not let these people have my guardians with them, so that's not really a safe idea. Whew, decisions. Honestly... trying to think if there's anything else I can do. I'm gonna have to leave the healing to Timaeus. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with Sacred Flame. 60%. This might actually destroy this person finally. Saved! Oh my gosh! I have another one though. They are out for the count. Good. Okay. Now we have a miner, but I don't think we are doing anything with that. We're actually getting close to make sure that they are inside the field with the Spirit Guardians. There we go. No, I don't want anything right now. And we end turn. Ooh, archers. Okay. So it's Karlach's turn, and she absolutely needs to heal. Where's Timaeus? Why isn't he healing yet? Ugh. Okay, we're gonna have to shove this person.
Say bye-bye.
Reckless attack. And another one. And yeah, we're gonna have to end turn there. They are a-coming. But unfortunately, that is where we're gonna have to wrap it up, folks. We're gonna have to pick up this battle right in the next session. We're gonna leave it in this incredible cliffhanger. Let's go back to intermission. Okay, well, that is generally not how I like to end stream, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Yeah, unfortunately, that's as much time as I have. I actually have another appointment that I have to attend to, actually, relatively quickly. So let me go through my spiel here. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Definitely thank you to Kitty, who was here earlier, as well as Moonglow System, who was here. Retro Jenny, of course, thank you so much. We had Chrissy here, as well as Slonko. You're all the best. I don't know what would compel you to waste an iota of time in this very silly space, but you can bet anything that it means the world to me. So thank you so much. Thanks for the stream. I hope the rest of your Friday goes well. Yeah, thanks again, Jenny. Very kind of you. I generally stream Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, but next week I will only be doing Wednesdays because I have to travel after that. More details to come. After today, I will go ahead and make sure that anybody that donated gets we decide on who gets those particular bundles from Power Up Pride. So stay tuned for that. I will be doing that on stream on Wednesday. Now, hello, in I go. Ales and fails, imagine that. The secret is out. Thank you for being here. We're going to go ahead and find a raid target, and I very much want to send you over to the last part of the Fruities Pride Parade train. So let me go ahead and set up that train raid channel. They are actually doing a fun contest. I think it's Fruities versus Cuties or something like that. Let's see, what's the channel? Fruities. I don't know how to spell, of course. There we go. So let's start that raid. We do have a raid message for viewers and a raid message for followers. So feel free to copy one of those. I will copy one of those myself. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for stopping by. Very kind of you all. With that, let me go ahead and do the thing that I do the best, and I never have failed at doing this. Stay thirsty, Elpac. We will see you again.